Hi there, I am Farhan. Today I am going to review a unique and interesting video game called Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain is created exclusively for PlayStation 3 by Quantic Dream. Have you ever played Indigo Prophecy? They are the same game developers who developed this game. Heavy Rain is written and directed by David Cage, who is the CEO and the founder of Quantic Dream. How far would you go to save someone you love? Heavy Rain is a story about a father called Eden Mars searching for his missing son, Sean. Sean has been kidnapped by a serial killer called the Origami Killer, who uses extended periods of rainfall to drown his victims. In Heavy Rain, you will take the role of 4 lead characters. Each of them has their own motivation for bringing the murderer to justice. There is an FBI agent, Jaden, who fights drug addiction, Scott Shelby, a private investigator, Madison Page, a photojournalist who suffers from chronic insomnia, and Eden Mars, a father who on a quest to save his son from becoming the next victim. Heavy Rain is an interactive drama video game. When you play this game, you will feel as if you were watching a movie. This game plays in real time. All characters around you will move and act on their own. Sometimes an additional screen appears to show a different scene that is happening at the same time as you play the game. Technically, Heavy Rain is fairly linear. The story and the game will just keep moving forward until the end. In this game, you are bound to a location in the current chapter that you are playing. You cannot freely roam throughout the world. You can only go back to previous area by replaying the previous chapter. Heavy Rain gives you the power to make your own choices and decisions. In this game, there are no rules. You just need to make your own decisions and choices based on logic or from your own real-life experience. This gives the players the sense of agency.
Want me to get your dinner?
Oh yeah, I'm really hungry.
Okay, I'll go see what I can find. I'll call you when it's ready.
You are the character, and the character will act according to your command and decision. Each decision and action you make will affect the storyline and may lead to different scenes and endings. Heavy Rain is an exploration game. In each chapter, you need to explore the area, interact with objects, or have a conversation to make the story progress.
How did things go at school today?
The teacher yelled at me for being late again. She's gonna send me home the next time it happens.
Heavy Rain is really easy to play. Action can easily be performed by using the right analog stick and move it in the indicated motion. Remember, you are in control of the character. If you move the motion slowly, you can see how you control the animation speed. This feature, however, makes the character's movement looks unnatural if you don't control the motion speed in the right way. To move the character, just hold down the R2 button and use the left analog stick to steer the character's walking direction. You can walk freely around the environment and do anything you want. You can perform action as simple as opening a door, hanging out on the balcony, and many more. One of the interesting features in this game is the hint system. By holding down the L2 button, you can explore the character's thoughts.
I better take a shower and get dressed before I go downstairs.
This helps a lot if you are at loss of what to do. When you are exploring the environment, prompts will pop up alerting you that something is there to check out. You have the choice to check it out or just ignore it. However, you may miss some important information if you choose to ignore it, and this may alter the outcome of the story.
Don't work too hard. I love you.
When you see a dotted line square icon, you need to move the right analog stick slowly. You need to perform the action until the whole icon fills with gray from inside moving out to the borders of the icon. This can be a bit tricky for a first-time player. There are some actions that require you to move the whole controller quickly in the indicated direction. The same goes for this, you need to perform it until the whole icon fills with gray. On some areas in the game, you can use the left analog stick to turn the character's head to see which actions are available. In this game, you can change the camera angle by using the L1 button. If you see a circle icon filling up clockwise with a small gray pie slices, you need to act quickly by pressing the corresponding button or direction. Another action in this game requires you to continuously press and hold down each button that appears until all of them disappear. This action needs to perform when you see a plain square icon topped by an arrow. When you are having a conversation, just press the corresponding button to speak on the chosen subject.
Really, I tried, but I didn't really nail it.
A pausing icon indicates that you need to press this button rapidly until the icon disappears. If you notice, some of the inputs replicate the actual movements you perform in real life. This really added the sense of agency, which creates an immersive environment for the player. In this game, when you are having a conversation, you need to choose your topic or subject carefully, for example in this scene.
All I ask is that you use that time to answer some questions.
You want to pay me to tell you about my son? Is that it? You can buy my body, Mr. Shelby, but my son is not for sale. Get out of here.
Well, you did not get any information from her. However, if you talk to her differently,
If we don't find the killer, there'll be other mothers who find their son's body on a deserted wasteland.
different topics may lead to different conversations. The most challenging part in this game is the fighting scene. During this scene, timing is important. You need to press the corresponding button quickly or you will fail to defend yourself. However, if you win or lose the fight, the game will not end. Heavy Rain does not have any game over screen. The story and game keeps going on no matter what you do. There are a lot of outcomes in this game. In some chapters of the game, each character may die or survive. When a character is dead, you won't see him or her anymore, and the outcome of the story will change according to which characters live and die. There are a lot of endings in this game. Based on an interview between Ali Welsh from Eurogamer and David Cage, there are about 23 epilogues in this game which form multiple endings. The FBI agent Norman Jayden can use an added reality interface or ARI to analyze clues and do other things. When you are at the crime scene, you can turn on the ARI by making a proper right stick motion. You can use the R1 button to scan the area for clues. When you are analyzing the clues, press the corresponding buttons to analyze and get information from the clues.
An orchid was placed on the victim's chest.
The soundtrack in this game plays an important role as the element of immersion. Each character has his or her own music theme. There are also music themes based on the current situation that creates the atmosphere which affects the player's emotions, just like when you are watching a movie. You can feel the sadness and tension while playing the game. Heavy Rain has inspired so many fans and creates a large fan base. There are a lot of videos online that exist because of this game. Not only you can find a lot of videos like game walkthrough or game cutscenes, but also videos created by the fans like parodies and tributes.
I gotta get some pizza.
You can also find a lot of fan artworks, sketches, websites, forums, communities, and many more. According to VG charts, out of 10, they gave a score of 9.1. From the critics, they gave 8.8. And from the user, they gave 9.0. As for me, I gave the same score as the user, that is 9.0. Heavy Rain is really fun to play. You can play it over and over again and you may discover new scenes or new endings. You may also discover new information and new stories of the game. It is like if you reread a story from a novel, however, this time around the story changes. Pascal Loban and Joel Mizzi mentioned in their article that many people believe that games will never be able to tell a story the way a movie or a novel does. However, Heavy Rain proves that game could tell a story with a cinematic experience. Heavy Rain is a unique and innovative video game. It shows that game could tell a story. You can feel the same experience as if you were watching a movie. Heavy Rain may change the way game designers design video games. Story plays an important role in a video game. If you love dramatic thriller stories, you should get a copy of this game. You don't want to miss it.